GT Channel with Sam Mitani, James McKeone, and Taro Koki.
We have Dai Yoshihara on the line. Thank you for joining us, Dai. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing, man?
Thanks for having me. Good.
What have you been doing during the lockdown?
Well, try to stay home as much as I can, but still, I still do little stuff, go to the shop, not seeing anybody else, but, set up stuff, getting ready for the new season, stuff like that. But yeah, mainly try to stay home, like you guys, right?
Yeah. Hey, Taro.
Yeah.
You should probably introduce Dai with his his credentials, because who knows, there might be some people who've been living in caves who don't know who Dai Yoshihara is. So.
All right.
That's
okay.
very true.
We can start over then. We'll go from
no
Dai.
Pressure, Taro. No pressure.
We'll go
Well, you
from
don't have
Dai.
to start. You don't have to start over. You could just say, hey, who Taro. By the way, I don't know who is Dai Yoshihara. Can you explain to me who he is?
Hey, Dai, sorry, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Sam is kind of in a sensitive mood today,
No. This is good. Who is Dai Yoshihara?
He's being sarcastic. I mean, there's no way no one would not know you. So I thought that this man needs no introduction, so I didn't do an introduction. But
Well, like I said, if they were living in a cave for the last 5-10 years.
yeah, so Dai, welcome to the show. Obviously, you've been a friend of GT Channel, friend of mine and James for a long time.
And mine too.
Yeah. Sam, I'm sorry, I didn't know you knew Dai. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. I don't know who Dai is.
Champion drifter, champion race car driver, currently competing in Formula Drift, obviously. Thanks for joining us. So, hey, this weekend was supposed to be Formula Drift Long Beach, right?
That's right.
How are you handling things?
Still we try to prepare, actually our cars still need to work to get ready. Obviously everything got slowed down because of this corona situation. So just hoping we can go back to racing sometime soon, but doesn't look like any time really soon. So
What's your race car this year, Dai?
we are using the Subaru BRZ, same as the last few years actually.
Any upgrades that you guys have been doing to the car?
So we've been using the same car for a pretty long time. It's been almost I think this is gonna be 6 years. So the car is pretty good. We don't really need to update to make it more, it's already competitive enough. So, but still, a small adjustment, suspension always we need to make it, slightly better here and there. So we do little tiny tweaks, but mainly same setup. And we're gonna make the new livery. That's something new, which we haven't really announced yet.
And your sponsors, your main sponsors, are still the same this year?
Yes, we still have Town 14 as a main sponsor, and Ineos Oil and Falcon Tires. Those are the three major sponsors we been having last few years, and it's going to be the same for this year as well. And we have a couple of new sponsors which we haven't announced yet. But yeah, so there's some exciting stuff, but it's really hard to pick and choose which timing we have to release those information because we don't know when we can start racing.
Yeah. What have you heard from Formula Drift in regards to their schedule?
So they've been still trying to do 8 rounds within this year. And what I heard, it's not really a set deal yet. So I don't think I can speak as their behalf. But I think they're trying to do first event sometime June, July, and am I gonna finish more in November because schedule is pushed, but they still try to do all the 8 rounds that they're working on right now.
James wants to challenge you in esports racing.
I do, Dai, but I'm still waiting on Sam Mitani to get me my PlayStation, which he has been holding out of.
Oh, it's never gonna come now to the James. Not after today.
Oh, Sam, are you holding a grudge? That's
No,
unbelievable.
You'll be lucky to get a PS1 from. Well, actually, those are classics. So maybe PS2 from me, man.
But Dai,
Yes.
I was going to say, have you been doing much of the esports racing? Is that something that you've been focused on while with this downtime? Is that something that's current now? Because obviously we're seeing a lot of that in the media with the racing and whatnot. Has there even been talk of, say, a Formula Drift doing a series in the meantime to try and keep people viewed on the channel, on the social media? Is that something that might happen?
I think one of the thing it's not really a sim. It's a application on the phones. It's called Talk Drift, which my car's in it. Like mostly all the 50 cars are in it. It's a drift game. They're saying they're gonna do live streaming and then mimic. They have like not all, but some of the FD track on the game. So they're gonna mimic like a competition and they will do live stream. So I guess same idea as like other, like I guess IndyCar and NASCAR are doing that same thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it easy to drift on that game app, or is it hard like Gran Turismo? Like Gran Turismo is really hard to drift, right?
I think this one is a little bit easier because it's more for drifting. So it's kind of like naturally you can make it sideways. So I think you can make it happen too.
Oh, I can do it too.
Yeah,
I can't drift in Gran Turismo.
Same here. I can't even do drifting in micro in Gran Turismo. So just Gran Turismo is so hard.
Yeah, it's set up
too
for
realistic.
grip. Yeah.
Daijiro, were you gonna race Pikes Peak this year?
We're trying to. Actually, we applied and we are supposed to racing, but as you know, everything's kind of like on hold in a way.
That was pushed back to August, right? Pikes Peak is for August.
Right.
Yeah.
As of right now, they're trying to do the race date is August 30th. So hopefully that's enough time for everybody to recover.
Yeah.
I would say.
Hopefully it doesn't overlap with like a new Formula Drift date or something like that, right?
That too, actually, yeah.
Because a lot of the series are going to try to squeeze in, 1 year in half of a year, so it could get the weekends could get pretty busy, I think, for racing. Yeah, for the remainder of the year. And they're also saying that coronavirus will come out again. Will appear itself in the fall and winter. So we don't know how long we really have, if we do have a window to go outside and enjoy ourselves.
So Daijiro, what are you doing every day?
A lot of jail session. Just kidding.
A lot of what? What did you say? A lot of what? Oh, babysitting.
Oh yeah, babysitting. Yeah.
Baby, yeah. If you take it that way, it's kind of like a future of jail. So it kind of works.
Oh, jail.
Still do emails. As much as I can do in the house. So like I said, still I go to the shop here and there. But in this time, it's kind of cool that I can have like a routine, because every day is like I can't really go any travel or supposedly not to go out that much. So I start working out a lot and cooking. So those are kind of few things that I think good that in this situation that something I can't really do normally.
What are you cooking?
Like ramen and cup noodles.
That's not cooking.
Just pour hot water.
That too, but I do like little stuff. Not really like nice dinner or something, but just steaks and ginger pork, curry rice, stuff like that.
Curry rice from a bag, or are you actually making the curry?
I'm making, yeah.
Oh,
making,
you're making the curry. Oh,
and
Is
like
it the
barbecue and
Is it the Magnus Walker curry recipe? I know he's famous for that now.
I've never had the Magnus Walker curry recipe.
He does cooking shows on a Friday, and so the first one he did was was vegetable curry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
oh
He
wow.
know
He did beans on toast last week, I think.
that. All right, nice. Do you guys have any more questions for Dai?
No, I'm good, but
Come on, it took us
But
half an
I
hour to
know.
get Dai on this
Well, let's
on the line.
well, you know what? All right, I got some questions. Let's ask some personal questions then. Hey, Dai. So, who is like your favorite race driver of all time?
My favorite race driver?
Yeah.
I don't
And you
really,
you can't say Sam
have to.
Mitani, Dai. You
Yeah, you
cannot
can't
say
say
Sam
me.
Mitani.
Oh,
Then Dai, give me your like top 3 or top 5. The people you admire, and they could be living or dead.
not not to be disrespect, but I don't really follow many other drivers, to be honest. But I gotta say, Keiji Tsuchiya is one of them because he's the one who made drifting
Okay,
as
that's a
big
good
as
answer.
now.
Yeah, you should have just
Right?
went with that.
Yeah, that's
But
a
it's
good
not
answer.
like I'm like super like look. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's my idol. Easy,
So that-
easy.
So, Daijiro, have you watched any good movies during the lockdown? What have you been watching
Do
on
I
TV?
watch what?
Good TV or
Do I
movies?
watch TV?
Yeah.
Have you been watching
Yeah,
TV?
here and there, but
Dai,
I don't watch that much.
what Sam wants to know is, did Carol Baskins kill her husband? Is that what we want to know? Do you think Carol killed her husband?
What's that?
See?
Did you watch Tiger King?
I mean, I watched the first episode and I still don't get it. I know you gotta watch like 2-3 episodes, right?
Yeah, probably
But I
3.
only
I would
watched
say 3 episodes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I just been lazy and I haven't really done yet.
It gets
Which
crazy.
I should.
Yeah. Are you watching Japanese TV at home?
Yeah, I watch news a lot, to be honest, like Japanese news.
Mm-hmm. How do you think they're
Yeah.
handling the situation in Japan? Are you a little bit worried about how late they announced a national emergency?
I was actually. I really thought they don't have a idea that how bad it is. Like last a week or 2 weeks, it's been like really bad. I've been telling my family like they have to be like prepared and all that stuff, which I still think that way too. And then finally they're now serious, but still the numbers are not crazy yet. So there is a hope they're never gonna get like a crazy like spikes and still gonna handle it. If that's the case, I think Japan's one of the best country because their economy is not affecting not as much as like other countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least right now. If they can solve as of like that, then I think that's great. But I don't know. It's tough to say. What do you guys think?
Sam, it
So-
looks like you're jumping up and down. What happened?
I'm just very excited about
I'm
what's
sorry,
happening with Sam's
There we
chair.
go.
I mean-
I had to adjust my camera. Hey, so Taro, why don't we have Daijiro stick around and let James go through his cars
Let's do
and
that.
see what Daijiro get Daijiro's takes on these cars that James is gonna introduce.
That sounds good to me. Taro, do you want to start? Which one are you going to start with, Taro? Are you going to start with the Apex AP0?
We'll start with whatever you put as number 1.
Oh,
It's probably going to be the Apex one then.
Yeah, I'm just going to go in order. Here we go.